Have you ever sat down to write a sermon and nothing? Sometimes getting that first word out can be the absolute hardest part. Stick around and I'll show you how to never get stuck again writing your sermons. Hey guys, I'm Curtis Riley from The Real Rileys. We're not real in the sense of we're a big deal, but real in the sense that we're real people with real problems. We are one family with multiple channels, so make sure to check them out. We've got channels on faith, we've got channels on how-tos, on ministry, on marriage, on online business, so check it out at therealrileys.com. The purpose of this channel is to discuss real church, real worship, and real preaching. We also offer courses online, we offer coaching, we offer church consultations, and more. So check it out on our website. And can you do us a favor and like this video and subscribe below? That tells YouTube that you're enjoying it. We also wanted to give you a free gift for stopping by, so we want to give you one of our free mini courses. Check it out. It's a sermon outline guide, and you can get that at therealrileys.com or in the link below. Now let's get started. Simply put, the best way to never get stuck on your sermon is to have some sort of structure. And it could be as simple as read the Bible, explain the Bible. That's a structure. You never get stuck again with that structure. Now, I use the structure from Andy Stanley's book, Communicating for a Change, which I highly recommend, and I'll do a book review on soon, but I used that for years. Now, since then, I've taken it, I've tweaked it, I've modified it, I've kind of made it my own, and I wanted to share that with you. Step number 1 is the introduction. This is where you ask, who am I? Introduce yourself to the people. And you're also introducing the topic to the people, the struggle, or sometimes I like to think of it as the lie that Satan is telling people. Number 2 is the inclusion. This is where you bring people in with you and talk about how they've experienced this topic as well. Number 3 is the illumination. This is, what does God have to say about it? Now, spoiler alert, and just so you don't get off on the wrong foot, I want to encourage you to start with the illumination section. I'll explain more in the mini course, so make sure to check that out. Step number 4 is the illustration. This is where you've shown them the problem, you've shared with them what God has to say about it. Now I want you to show it to them. Help people to see what you're talking about. Step number 5 is the implication. What should we do about it? I love in the book of Acts when people respond to the preacher, they say, what should we do about it? That's the question you should be asking as well. And real quick, if you're getting value out of this, if this is helping you at all, will you please like the video and subscribe to our channel? It not only supports us and helps us continue to do this, but it tells YouTube that you're liking it. Step number 6 is the inspiration. This is kind of the section where you dream a little bit and you inspire them and say, hey, you know, what would your life look like if you actually did what God said to do in this area? And then I've got 2 bonus sections for you. The first one is the invitation. This is where you're just giving people a chance to accept Jesus. I strongly believe that you should give someone an opportunity to accept Jesus in every sermon you preach, which should be pretty easy because everything kind of revolves around the cross. And the last bonus for your structure would be information. And again, you could shift this around and shift some of these around to suit you, but in information, you would say, well, what information do I have? What announcements do I have to make to the people listening? Now, if you've enjoyed this concept, make sure to get the mini course. You can dig in, you can get the free PDF that comes with it. But if you want to go even farther, you can check out our online course called the Power Preaching Plan. I'll go into each one of these concepts more in depth, and I'll actually walk through the process of planning out a sermon. Now, it's time to get real. I want you to comment below which of these sections really said, hey man, this is great for me. Which one of them is the most useful for you? Or which one do you think like, man, this is kind of a weak spot for me. I'm glad we talked about this. And if you have more specific questions, I highly recommend you check out one of our communities. You can find that link in the description below. You'll get a chance to talk with other people that are like you, and you have an opportunity for your question to be answered in the next live Q&A. I want to encourage you before you go to check out some of our other videos in the ministry area, or check out some of our other channels as well. And I hope you've had a good time. I hope this was helpful to you, but until next time, keep it real.